As I said, October marks Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and in India, the numbers are rising fast. Breast cancer is now the most common cancer among Indian women. Over half the cases are caught late when treatment gets harder and survival drops. What's changing though is who it affects. Doctors are now seeing more women in their 30s and 40s. Sedentary lifestyles, poor diets and hormonal factors are all adding to the risk. But early detection is still the best defense. Less than 2% of Indian women above 45 have had a mammogram in the last 2 years. Most screenings are limited to cities and private hospitals. For rural women, awareness and access both remain painfully low. When cancer is caught early, survival rates shoot up. That's why it's so important to detect early. It also means fewer rounds of chemo, smaller surgeries and lower costs. Besides, ignoring symptoms or waiting for pain can cost more than money just. Any new lump or thickening, a change in breast shape or nipple discharge, these are warning signs you must not miss out on. Don't wait to see if they go away, get them checked. Fear and stigma still stop many women from walking into clinics. Some worry about the cost, others about what people will say. Here's what late detection does. It doesn't just kill, it drains families, treatment costs multiply, income vanishes, women drop out of workforce. So cancer care in India is as much a financial crisis as a medical one. What is the need of the hour then? What do we need to do? What we need next is real infrastructure, affordable, accessible screening in government hospitals, more mobile clinics, better training for health workers. Awareness has to translate into access. That's why, once again, we shift the spotlight this morning to why awareness is the need of the hour. There's hope through, though. New blood tests are helping detect breast cancer without mammograms. More survivors are speaking up, breaking silence, normalizing the conversation we need to have in the mainstream. Prevention starts small. Exercise, eat clean, sleep enough, and listen to your body. Your daily choices are your first line of defense, and our experts will be decoding that further this morning. Check yourself regularly is what doctors opine. Talk openly about breast health. Early detection still saves lives. So this morning, for the conversation ahead, there are several voices joining us, including experts, but we're going to be starting with someone who lives this reality every single day. Joining us first is actor Chhavi Mittal, who turned her own diagnosis in 2022 into a story of awareness and strength after being declared cancer-free following surgery. Chhavi, good morning. Lovely seeing you. Hi, hope you're doing well.
Good morning. Yes, I'm doing very well. Thank you.
You look lovely. You look well. And your story has been one of inspiration. So first, take us back to 2022. I know those were a couple of difficult months, but you overcame all of that with such smoothness, such dedication and strength. Where did you get that strength from, and what would your message be as we try and spread awareness around breast cancer?
Thank you so much. I actually honestly don't know where I got the strength from, but I did get the wisdom that, when something like this hits you, there are not too many choices that you have ahead of you. You either have to fight or you have to give up. And I don't think anybody wants to give up at that point. So fighting was the only option. And I still get a lot of messages from women who've just been diagnosed or who are undergoing treatment. And most women, I feel, have a lot of questions in their mind about how the treatment is going to go. Is it going to be painful? What are the side effects going to be? So I think the biggest message that I want to give to people over here is that stop thinking so much and stop asking other people how it's going to go, especially survivors. Stop asking them, because every cancer journey is different for every individual, just like every life journey is different for everyone. So just focus on making it your own journey and making it your own victory, and everything is going to be great. I think the whole state of mind is something that makes a lot of difference, and I personally feel that you cannot end your suffering by constantly thinking about it, but if you stop thinking about it, you can diminish it a lot.
Chhavi, another important question that pops up, with the journey of any cancer survivor, anyone battling cancer as we speak, is that first conversation with your doctor, with your immediate family, with your loved ones is quite a struggle. What are your thoughts there, and what would your suggestion be to all those who are looking at that difficult moment or stepping into that difficult phase?
Um, yes, it is a difficult conversation for sure. But in my personal experience, the lighter I made the conversation, the better my loved ones around me felt. And I still remember my mother telling me that you look fine, and hence I'm okay. But imagine if me, as somebody who's already fighting with cancer, is also making it. I'm also very stressed about it all the time, and I'm crying all the time. What is the effect that is going to have have on the people who love me? Because they are anyway helpless. They literally cannot do anything to help me other than the doctors, right? So, keeping that in mind, that this is just another obstacle, okay? And there are a lot of diseases today which have a long treatment course. Let's look at cancer as one of them. And the most beautiful about breast cancer is, and my oncologist says breast cancer is the best cancer because it is actually absolutely curable, and you can go back to an absolute normal life if you detect it on time. So what needs to be done here is not panic. If you've been diagnosed, what needs to be done here is just take one step at a time and one day at a time and figure out are what is the treatment plan that your doctor is suggesting, and just follow it. Just follow it with positivity, and make sure that you do your screenings on time. It's very, very important. And like you said, only 2% of women above 40 are doing it right now, mammograms. That's not a very good number. Everybody should be doing it, and at least self breast examinations to notice those little changes that happen in your body. It's very, very important because we know it's increasing. There's nothing we can do to stop it, but the only thing that we can do is catch it early.
And you made that little choice, and it made all the difference in your life. So that's the message you're passing on to everyone who's having that one thought or one doubt, one single doubt in their mind. Please listen to your heart and your feeling and your intuition. Chavi, lastly, before I let you go, I want you to tell us about the journey after having battled cancer successfully. You spoke of that 10-year-long treatment that you're still undergoing. What has it been like for you? You've spoken so much about how it needs to be normalized, how people need to just let you live and let it be.
I think the most difficult part of the treatment is the initial 3 to 6 months when the actual radiotherapy, or for many people chemotherapy. I was very fortunate to not undergo chemotherapy, but when that is going on, that is the actual treatment window, which is a little difficult. For me, the hardest part was getting back to everyday life, getting back to routine, getting back to actually feeling normal. Because yes, I was very positive, but when you come out of the OT and you realize that there are so many physical discomforts that you have, and you cannot, move your arm. And I was also in the hospital for a little longer than I was supposed to be because of certain minor complications which happened. So that was a difficult part for me. And also the fact that I realized as a cancer survivor, there is not much being spoken about how to get back to normalcy. There is a lot of don'ts, but there are not too many do's available for cancer patients. So what is it that you can do? Limited knowledge about that. But what is it that you can't do? You can't gym, you can't eat this, you can't, do that, you can't consume this. All of those things list is very long. So for me to personally understand what is it that I can do was a journey. I've really thoroughly enjoyed that journey because I've been able to break a lot of stereotypes during that journey. So that was a brilliant part. And talking about the 10-year long treatment, that is a hormone therapy which is going on. Has a lot of side effects, but nothing which is very major. I mean, the side effects pretty much look like menopause, or very bad menstruation. So you have your hormones are basically, all over the place. So that kind of spirals into other aspects of your life. But it's nothing that I can't handle. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say. That if you just take one step at a time and one day at a time, there's literally everything that you can accomplish.
Chavi, thank you so much for being so brave, for sharing your story with us, and for really walking the talk, not just on the Breakfast Club, but in life as well. Thank you. You've been such an inspiration. Thank you for joining us this morning. All right, with that, we need to take this conversation forward, bring in our experts, really spread the awareness that we're looking to spread this morning. We're going to be going across to first Dr. Anish Bhatia, Consultant Surgical Oncology at Fortis Cancer Institute, Ludhiana, alongside Madan M Bhardwaj. He's the founder of SheCanScan. His initiative is taking breast screening to women where awareness and access are still limited. Good morning to the both of you. Hope you're doing well. Dr. Bhatia, let's begin with you.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Dr. Bhatia, first up, what I want to understand, what I want you to tell our viewers is the kind of conversations you have with your patients who've come to you with a suspicion, a doubt in their minds that something doesn't feel right, something feels off. What is that first conversation like as a doctor who's looking at possibly treating it for the next few months or years perhaps?
So, see, this is what I tell everybody, and this is, I think all the oncologists will relate to this thing. The most important thing that a cancer patient needs, or a patient who's suspicious of having cancer needs, is a patient ear. Okay, so the treatment will go on and everything will go as per protocol, but the first conversation, the most important thing you need is a patient hearing, and this is what most of the patients are seeking. They are afraid, and rightly so. They are full of apprehensions, full of fear. So, and till date, cancer is considered a big taboo in our society. And the patients will come in the OPD. They are most of times they are trembling with fear. Their eyes, looking at you with all sorts of expectations. So, I think the first and most important thing is to hear their story, their complaints, and then go on about it in a stepwise manner. Not jumping to treatments ahead, rather than explaining to them what is the problem, what sort of cancer they are having, what stage at the cancer is at, and taking it one step at a time from there on.
And those steps are not easy steps. The thought of a chemo in the future, surgery in the future, so very intimidating, comes with a lot of fear. So we'll address that question in just a bit. But Mr. Bhardwaj, tell us about this one word we keep laying emphasis on, which is screening, early detection. That holds the key to what your cancer battle journey is going to look like. Of the experience you've had, do you see a shift in people turning up increasingly now with the first sign that they're witnessing, wanting to get a mammogram? What's been your analysis?
So I say early screening means early cure. So we focus on screening. Generally, patients goes for a diagnostic when they get symptoms. So cancer has 4 stages, stage 1, 2, 3, 4. In stage 1, we never get any sign. Body never gives any sign. Stage 2, body never gives sign. In India itself, we have a huge population where stage 3 and stage 4 cancers are more higher in the numbers. So if we look at the perspective between India and West, India and US, so there are like 1 in India, if you look at it, 1 out of 50, okay? There 25, 5 out of 25. So the number of cases are higher in India, lesser in India, okay? But death mortalities are higher. Reason being, because we are getting detected cancer at the stage of 3 and 4. So what we say is to most of the patients that cancer screening should be a part of lifestyle. It should not be a symptom based, And I really appreciate CNN News 18 to have this conversation, not only this month. It's not only October we could focus on the breast cancer, it should be throughout the year. So for every woman who's in fact in 20s also.
So how often should women opt for screening, and at what age should they typically start looking at that option or make it a part of their regular routine?
So the biggest myth I find while interacting with the patient, they think that I am 35, I will not have a breast cancer. Even if you are 25, even if you are in your 20s, you shall go for a self-examination first, okay? And most of the women find a lot of discomfort and confusion while doing a self-examination. There's a process, right hand, left breast, right hand, I would say post 30s, one should go for a clinical examination every year. Okay. So there's a difference between screening and diagnostic. We focus on screening, it should be lifestyle based. That's the only solution for cancer. If you get to know early, the treatments are very cheaper. Because breast cancer is, as Chavi was saying, the breast cancer is the best cancer. 99% cases may patients get recover. The only problem we need to improve is that a lot of people announced cancer as a death sentence.
Yeah.
It's not a death sentence. Dissemination of information, generally, if it happens to anyone's family member, so people will call कि यार उसको cancer हुआ. I found in the educated families, if anyone has got a breast cancer, relatives आना बंद कर देते हैं, उन बर्तन्स में खाना बंद कर देते हैं, visits करना बंद कर देते हैं. No, cancer could be curable. So patients doesn't die with the cancer, they die with the treatment, they die with the mental trauma.
And the rest of it, lack of empathy perhaps. I mean, that's the first most treatment that families, immediate loved ones must provide. Dr. Bhatia, have you come across such stories? So for instance, we've seen a lot of, it's not just people making you feel guilty, patients also are drowning in self-guilt. So they go up to the doctor on being told that yes, you're going to have to battle breast cancer, for instance. We're going to have to now come up with a possible solution, a treatment for you. Do patients come and ask you, हमने क्या किया, हम क्या कर सकते थे, हम कहाँ गलत हो गए? Is that also a recurring pattern?
Krishmin, this is a very heart-wrenching thing. 50% of my cancer patients, when they walk in my OPD after they are, told about the diagnosis, and the first thing is, doctor, why me? What did I do? What wrong did I do? So, like it is not a punishment. You're not getting punished. And people will not say these things about maybe a heart disease, diabetes, or something like that. So it's a disease. It's not an affliction. It's not a punishment to you. So like Sir pointed out that these are very, very common sort of problems, other than the cancer and the treatment-related side effects that most of the patients they have to face during the course of their treatment.
So are there other misconceptions that
there are a lot
patients come up with that you want to address today on the Breakfast Club?
Yes. So as a treating physician, as an oncologist, as a cancer surgeon, I would like to tell at this platform to all the people. First of all, a lot of people have a myth that, getting a biopsy done, getting a needle inserted in the lump, that will lead to spread of the cancer, which is a total myth. It is not like that. Unless and until we diagnose the problem, we know the type of the problem, we cannot go ahead further. Second thing, as a surgeon, I encounter this thing a lot of times. People say that, doctor, agar hum कैंची लगवा देंगे, like if we get operated on the cancer, so it will spread. It is not like that. So I'd like to tell you, for most of the solid organ cancers, that is, breast, gynecological cancers, and most other cancers, surgery is the cornerstone of the treatment. It is the most curative arm of the treatment that can be offered to the patient. Not getting surgery means your cancer is so advanced that surgery is not going to help you. So if your cancer is amenable to surgery, you should go ahead. And another thing that I would like to point out, by and large, 95% of breast cancer patients who undergo surgery, they need not get their entire breast removed. We are in a position, we are now technologically and medically advanced enough that we can conserve the breast, we can maintain the shape, the contour of the breast. Breast being a very important organ for the females, it is considered for the females. It's a sign of confidence, and removing an organ from the body, it is very heartbreaking. So I would like to tell a lot of patients, and a lot of listeners who are listening here that most of the cancer patients, they need not get their entire breast removed. We can conserve the breast.
Okay, lovely. Mr. Bhardwaj, also want to touch upon technology, because technology is evolving so fast, and that's exactly why, as Dr. Bhatia pointed out, we've reached where we have in terms of treatment line as well. In terms of research and technology, how has the story evolved over the last few years? What more has been done to ensure better treatment can be provided, early treatment can be provided, early screening can be provided, which makes patients or those who are suspecting breast cancer, for instance, more comfortable to the whole idea of care and comfort?
So, there are a lot of loads on the hospitals and doctors. Oncologists, we have very few oncologists, right? And the patients are very high in number. So the first thing is, for breast cancer, painless lumps are dangerous. If you have a painless lump, that's dangerous. Number two, I would say, after every cycle, after every period, 2-3 days of the cycle, one need to get self-examination after the cycle. And it's not once in a month. It should not be every day.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I would say, because stage 1, stage 2 cancer never gives you sign. It's so silent. So don't wait for symptoms. If you are turning 30s and you are reaching out 30s, make it a lifestyle routine screening. Like we do bloods, most of the families
But up
now.
until lump formation, are there no early signs that people can maybe catch on to,
So
possibly pay more attention to and go for a mammogram? Are there any other early signs apart from any physical changes that you witness?
So the physical changes would be painless lump, the size of the breast, I would say milk duct, there will be a lot of other things, a nipple discharge. But before, if you get this sign, you should immediately visit and go for a clinical screening. Mammogram you should go for first. You should visit the doctor first. Even if you don't have a sign, then also regularly you should make a screening. Like what we do at SheCanScan, that we are voicing for regularly screening of your breast, regularly screening of your body, all type of cancers. It could give you, it could tell you in a first stage. And if you get cancer also, 99% cases at the first stage cancer could be curable. So the early the detection you get, so there are a lot of science has evolved, right? So there are mammograms for this, there are thermolytics technology which is non-invasive. I know that mammogram is little, I would say uneasy for a woman, because it's invasive. So there are, thermolytics technology is very, very prevailing as of now. The doctors themselves believe that, early screening, we focus on screening. We focus that don't go for diagnosis only when your body is giving you a sign. Every month, if you look at...
Okay, understood. So just watch out for your body, watch out for the symptoms and keep it, make it a regular habit. Ensure it's part of your health checkup, health routine. Dr. Bhatia, running out of time, but quickly 30 seconds. A lot is being spoken of whether or not much of breast cancer story is to do with heredity. So what are your thoughts there? Genetic testing has been spoken of. When should people opt for it? What are the signs they must watch out for there?
So again, even as we discuss a lot about hereditary and genetics, but still by and large, genetic predisposition and hereditary breast cancer, they form very small percentage of the total breast cancer burden that we have. Every patient need not get genetic testing done. There are very strict criteria for that. So if there's a strong family history, that means 2 or more first degree relatives, your mother, your grandmother, your masi, your sister, 2 of the females in the first degree family, they have breast cancer, they should definitely get genetic screening done. And secondly, if breast cancer is being detected at an early age, that is at the age less than say 50 years, any patient who has who's been detected, that patient should undergo genetic testing. And if that genetic test comes out positive in the index patient, then all the first degree females, they need to get the genetic testing done to detect if they also have any genetic predisposition. One final message, building up on what Mr. Bhardwaj said, there is a difference between screening and diagnosis. Screening is for everyone, all the masses. Self breast examination at the age 20, clinical breast examination at the age 30, and mammogram at the age 40 for any normal female. Any female at high risk, that means having family history, screening mammography should be started at an early age of, let's say, 30 and 35. Mammogram once a year, if not possible, at least every 2 years should be done till the age of 65, 70 years once you've passed that age group. And, one last thing, that for tier 2, tier 3 cities, and the rural population who might be listening to us, if it is not possible to go and get a screening done, at least stick to self-breast examination. And we are coming up with a lot of mobile mammogram vans, mobile mammogram programs. So they are being sent to the rural areas and tier 2 cities. Make most of it. Take care of your health.
Make the most of it. Don't look for excuses. Your health comes first.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bhatia, Mr. Bhardwaj, for joining us. Take this conversation, very important conversation, forward and really breaking down the story on how awareness is the only solution and the only need of the hour. With that,